Chapter 2 Ramen and Reminiscence. The soft glow of Nakamozu Station released a sigh of warmth as Ishiki and Bibian stepped back into the bustling atmosphere late that night. Carrying the remnants of their karaoke session, the contagious laughter and shared songs inside, they were both feeling the gentle embrace of the winter air that contrasted sharply with the heartwarming feelings they had cultivated during the evening. Bibian, still buzzing from the excitement, clapped her hands together as they made their way to the nearest ramen shop. Ishiki, do you think we could grab a late-night bowl before heading back? Bibian's eyes sparkled with enthusiasm, resembling a child on the brink of a great adventure. Absolutely. Nothing beats a steaming bowl of ramen after singing your heart out, he chuckled, recalling the various flavors and combinations he had enjoyed over the years. Plus, it's perfect for that cold night breeze, isn't it? As they walked, Ishiki thought about how food had been a backdrop to many of their cultural exchanges. It was in the ramen shop that they had first connected over their differing taste preferences, and somehow the warm bowls of noodles in front of them bridged their worlds even further. The narrow entrance of the ramen shop welcomed them inside, instantly engulfing them in the aromatic symphony of broth, spice, and freshly prepared noodles. The walls, lined with vintage photographs of past culinary masters, echoed tales of long-standing tradition. The small space was crowded, a testament to its popularity, and the laughter and cheers added a lively ambiance. Bibian eagerly took a seat at the counter, her petite frame barely visible behind a high stack of bowls. Look at all the varieties of ramen. I can't believe how incredible this place smells. She leaned closer to the menu, her eyes darting over the enticing descriptions filled with mouth-watering ingredients. Ishiki watched as she debated between the tonkatsu pork bone and shoyu soy sauce ramen, her excitement contagious. You'll have to try the spicy miso ramen one day, too. It has a perfect kick, he suggested, but you should stick to the classic for your first time here, especially since we've had all that sweet cake. Bibian nodded, considering his words seriously, before smiling again. You're right. It seems fitting to start with something authentic. I'm going to ask the chef for their recommendation. As she waved over the chef, whose warm presence added to the overall vibe of the shop, Ishiki couldn't help but reminisce about their initial encounters over cultural meals. Their culinary adventures had often turned into history lessons wrapped in flavors. Bibian had schooled him on Taiwanese snacks, while he had introduced her to traditional Japanese dishes. Each meal was a dive into their heritage, but ramen had quickly become a favorite shared experience. It was through ramen that they had first discussed the broader themes of cultural exchange, the narratives that tied people and plow. I feel that, Bibian replied, savoring another mouthful. After a brief pause, she leaned back slightly, her expression turning introspective. I've been thinking about how food tells such a rich story. It's different everywhere, yet it's also so similar in ways. It's comforting. Absolutely, Ishiki nodded, passion igniting as he spoke. Ramen here in Japan carries the spirit of community. It's something you can share with friends, family, or even strangers. It brings everyone together, just like tonight's karaoke. Sharing experiences fosters understanding among different perspectives. Bibian paused, pondering his words, eyes reflecting the flickering lights of the shop. I think about that a lot, how we might be from such different cultures, yet when we sit down together, we can share laughter, stories, and traditions. It's like creating a bridge, one bowl of ramen at a time. Ishiki noticed how she spoke with sincerity, a reminder of why their friendship held significance. It was more than seeking differences, but collaboratively building a tapestry of similarities. He admired her ability to weave in and out of cultural reflections effortlessly, and more importantly, how she encouraged him to see his own culture anew. Speaking of bridges, do you have any special holiday traditions in Taiwan? He asked, genuinely interested, the warmth of the ramen gently soothing the cold creeping in from outside. Oh, definitely. Bibian leaned closer, animated by the topic. In Taiwan, we have a unique way of celebrating Christmas. Though it's not a traditional holiday, we still celebrate in our way. It's a blend of Western influences and our own customs. Ishiki leaned in, intrigued. I'd love to learn about them. What do you typically do? She took another sip of her broth. the heat flowing through her until she started reminiscing. Well, the food is a big part of it. We often prepare winter delicacies like candy and pastries, and we have this thing called Christmas cake too, similar to what we had tonight. But there's a twist. It incorporates dried fruits, and we might even add a touch of local teas. Besides that, we decorate with lights and sing songs, often drawing from both Western music and our traditional melodies. Ishiki could see the narrative playing out in her mind as she recalled each detail, animated by the memories. That sounds beautiful. I love how you incorporate both aspects. It's like creating a unique culture within a celebration. Exactly, Bibian beamed at his understanding. And on Christmas Eve, we usually gather around and share stories. It doesn't just focus on gift giving, but also about being together, just like us tonight. He nodded in agreement, tasting the flavor of connections deepening between their cultures. That's something I cherish as well in Japan. The spirit of the new year holds similar meaning. People often gather to share their hopes and dreams through food and celebration. It's a time for reflection, and Tog, I'm looking forward to watching all our traditions blend together. Walking along the city streets, vibrant lights twinkled above the rhythm of their footsteps, as if the city itself was enveloping them in the holiday spirit. The laughter and chatter of people mingled with the crisp air filled with hints of celebration. In that moment, Ishiki felt hopeful. It wouldn't just be a mix of foods or songs. It would be a celebration of relationships, the ones they nurtured over a meal, the ones that crossed borders and cultures, and those that endured through stories shared. Each step forward was testimony to their growing friendship. Do you think we should find more places like the ramen shop for our gathering? Bibian asked, glancing over at him, her eyes alight with inspiration. Definitely, he said. Exploring together will keep the spirit of our exchange alive. And speaking of places, we'll have to find the right spot for karaoke. Again. Her laughter filled the air, mixing with the sounds of the city as they made their way home, each reflection of nostalgia stirring excitement for the new memories they would create. As they walked, the blend of cultures, laughter, and the shared journey brought them closer together, bridging their worlds one experience at a time.